Hi, welcome to week 4. 4 weeks into term. Well, okay, 3 weeks and a bit. Everything's going well. As you can see, I've been getting creative with the background here. This is the background is a picture I took on campus on Friday. Autumnal colours. Hopefully you're enjoying them if you're managing to be on the campus. If not, there are some nice autumnal colours wherever you are. Background from the picture as well. You can also just about make out the blurred outline of the Edith Morning, usually located in non-times. Nonetheless, we are as we are. Welcome to week 4. Great weekend. Hope term has been treating you well. One of the things I want to spend a moment emphasizing is the Essentials website. So let me share with screen. Do that. Share tray. Tab. See me. Sure, you know this unit's better than me, but if I was to type in Essentials, University, get Essentials page. And the thing I want to just point you towards, and it's something that perhaps I've said a few times, but I always want to emphasize this, is the support available for you. Because of that saying, this is a weird term. It's going to be a very weird term. It's going to carry on being a weird term, undoubtedly a stressful term. You get information here on COVID-19 testing, symptoms as well. Stuff on here about life in 2020, and guidance and support as well. The thing I really want to emphasize is that there's no shame in admitting that you do need some support if things aren't going as well as they might. And equally, if things are going really well, also take a bit of a look here as well, see what kinds of things are available. I've put in previous week's emails life tools courses. This is online now, of course. There are various courses coming up. I put an email last week. I'll stick them in again this week. Stressed, ways to maintain your health. Unfortunately, that was taking place, but I'm pretty sure that you can find information about what building confidence, participating in classes. That was just about finished. But again, get in touch with the folk further. Seminars this week, living off student budget, preventing debt, rethinking identities this week. Then next Monday, strategies to manage even social situations. Lots of stuff there. Do take a look at it. Goes without saying, I'm going to share this now. Goes without saying, we carry on in our COVID-19 situation. Hopefully you'll be aware of the university's dashboard. If you're not, there'll be a link in the email that you got. Again, typing in University of Reading COVID dashboard will give you the most up-to-date information on cases of COVID-19 university. If you look on the government's website, you can also find lots of information on cases. You can find it down to very local level. So actually, again, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to just find the page first. If you were to government's page for COVID-19, data and information. So here we go. This is a page that you can find daily update. These are the current numbers, scary numbers. There they are. This is the experimental site, so next site, case summary, and cases. You can look cases by local area. Let's not, because I don't know what the university's postcode is. Zoom in, southeast. There's Reading. Thing to note about this isn't some kind of me slap, slap on the wrist. To note about this is when we get close enough, is that the areas all around the university are blue. It's blue mean? Well, blue means that you see 100 to 200 cases per week. It's actually fallen a touch from yesterday, so that's good news. But it's just to say that even if we're saying that, or we're pleased that the situation isn't too bad, southeast, there are still cases, there is still transmission of virus, and we do need to be really careful. So just a reiteration, to please maintain social distancing on campus. Please wear face coverings when you're in those spaces in buildings around campus. Also, you may be worrying, or I shouldn't say worrying, but thinking about next term already. It's a good idea to be doing that, and you may be thinking, well, what's next term going to look like? You've got a plan for next term, all sorts of different aspects. If this concerns you, do get in touch. We expect the university to make an announcement fairly soon. I personally find it hard to believe it will be anything other than more of the same next term, that will also be carrying on with this current blended approach. But as I said, there'll be more clarity from the quite soon as far as we expect. But again, if it's bothering you, please do get in touch. A few other things to say. Your academic tutor, have you been in touch, or has your academic tutor been in touch with you first and foremost? If he has or she has, great. If not, get in touch with them. They are there to be your point of contact, somebody you can get in touch with, someone that you can ask all sorts of questions to, and get along and get to know them. There's somebody who can be a good reference for you in due and that was well. I haven't been in touch with them, attended meetings that they've set up, and so on. So please do go ahead with that. The doorbell. I'm recording this message from my kitchen. This is COVID-19. Conversations will carry on this week. More information to come tomorrow in an email. Couple of other things. If you're in doing EC 116, please do take note of your study peer study groups that you've been set up for and for which there's work in advance of each tutorial. More generally, if you're in any kind of module, group work is really a really helpful thing. It can be a really painful thing as well. Groups often don't work all that well, but group work is a really essential part of this, the toolkit that you're developing whilst you're with us. So please do take advantage of that. It's a massively enriching thing to be doing. To be able to try and explain things to your friends is really helpful in helping you to understand the kinds of concepts that you're learning in various modules. Specifically, if you're in EC 116, maths first year, you're being asked to do things in advance of your tutorials. Please do that. It makes the tutorial a much more useful experience if you've done the work in advance. And as you know, you're getting marks based on your work that you've done in those tutorials. That's all from me for this week. If you are a master's student or a returning student, I also wanted to I'll flag it up in the email. The university has returned to uni set of information, Back to Uni, your essential guide to flexible and online study. So again, I'll just quickly share my screen so that you can see that. Back to Uni, your essential guide to flexible online study. Obviously, you're coming back to university if you're doing a master's from having been at a different university or been with us in previous years, or if you've been away in a placement or a year abroad, you're coming back to us, and things are very different. Just wanted to flag this up to you if you're returning, a bunch of extra support and information. So, hope you have a great week ahead of you. Keep in touch, drop me a line. Looking forward to hearing from you.